it was great to see that and great to execute it and keep that drive going, because that drive was really important to the game.
And what was the key on the play, Terron? We're going to replay and kind of look at it. So from your perspective, what keyed that run? You're hard running, obviously, but what did you see when you got the ball?
I know Connor got a great seal block on that DN, and I know Harlow got a great kick out on the corner. So that made a big hole right there, and I just hit as hard as I could and got 6 or 7 yards before I got hit. So it was easy for me just to get those yards.
And Terron on the touchdown run from 10, almost untouched.
Yeah.
I mean, again, what did you see? You came clean. Again, what did you see that keyed that play?
Ricky, it was a basic lead dive, and Ricky had a great block on the linebacker, and the backside linebacker, instead of flowing over, he ducked in, and when he ducked in, I just went right outside, and it was, like you said, it was untouched. It was very easy.
Thanks, Terron.
Terron, this was your second 100 plus yard game of the season. What do stats like that mean for you?
Nothing. I mean, it's good to have, but if you don't get the W, it doesn't mean anything. So I think the win is much more important to me than the 100 yards or the 2 touchdowns or whatever you say.
Riley always stresses the importance of balance between passing and the run game. And you guys ran the ball like 46% of the time against Colorado. What does that mean for you guys to finally find that balance?
Just confidence. I'm glad that they have confidence in the run game again, and just proving that we can run the ball on anybody. And we want to go into Utah and prove that we can run the ball on them, because I know their rush defense is pretty well. I think they're second in the pack right now. So just proving that this Thursday will be good for us too.
Riley's also mentioned that the key to the red zone is really running the ball. Do you feel the same way?
Oh yeah, whenever you can punch it in on the ground, it's that much easier. When you get down there, the field is condensed. You don't have the pass lanes are really smaller. Everything is condensed into a smaller lane. So when you have the power to run the ball in, it's very easier for the linemen and for the play calling to call a run play.
I think you guys were 5 for 5 in the red zone. 2 of those were field goals, though. How do you how do you change that to make it 5 touchdowns?
I think when we got down there, we had, on one of those drives, we had a sack. We lost 10 yards or something. We had a penalty or something. We'll put our back. So basically killing ourselves. And I think when you get down there, you got to execute even more and be really execute on what you're doing and make sure everything's perfect, because, like I said, the field is condensed, and 5 yards can make a huge difference in the red zone. So just execute better in the red zone and play hard.
Riley said that during this bye week, at this point in the season, you can't really reinvent the wheel. You just make the wheel better.
Yeah.
How do you plan on making the wheel better during this time off?
Just practice every day, We got to get ready. Utah's a great team. We've seen them on film against Michigan, against UCLA. They're playing well. They got athletes on defense, on offense, on special teams. So just getting ready and practice, watching film, and coming out that Thursday ready to play.
Yeah, Dylan Wynn said this isn't really a bye week for you guys. You guys are already ready for prep for Utah. Do you feel the same way?
Oh, yeah. We only have 1 day off, so it's not really – no one's leaving town. Everyone's staying. We know this is a big game for us, and everyone's getting ready.
Terron, just a couple stats I want to get your reaction to. I told Storm, too. I think they had 10 sacks last game. They lead the nation in sacks, and they lead the nation in tackles for loss. When you hear that, what do you think about that the front seven you were talking about Utah?
Well, we know they're good. We know their front seven. They have a great DN. They have a good D front, the linebackers, and they bring crazy blitzes. I think when we play San Diego State, I told you guys they're going to bring some crazy stuff, and Utah's not that far off. They bring every blitz possible, and they have good players doing it. So those stats prove how good they are in their scheme and their players. So we want to come in Thursday and be assignment ready and make sure we know what we're doing so we can block it.
Last year in Salt Lake, the environment was pretty crazy. I mean, but how happy are you to have them at home this year?
Man, good. I know. I remember. I think we played them 3 years. My freshman year was crazy there. My sophomore year was crazy here, and last year was crazy there. And I expect it to be crazy here this year. Thursday night game in Corvallis. I know it's gonna be wild. So to have that on our side this year, it's gonna be, I think, a benefit to us.
Thanks, Terron.
You and Storm's production right now is almost identical.
Yeah.
Have you looked at that? Do you have any thoughts?
I just did the interview on radio, and the guy told me that's pretty crazy to even think about the same amount of carries and almost the same amount of yards. I guess that is really split carries and co-starters, I guess you can say. But yeah, I mean, we're both producing well on the ground. He says the 300 and some each, so. If you put that into one running back, that's almost 700 yards in 5 or 6 games that we've played. And if one running back has 700 yards, I think you guys will be writing about them every day. So, to have us both going over 300 yards in our 5 games we played, I think that's good success to our running game.
I know you talked about it on Saturday, but going forward on going to the run game on 3rd and 3 and that kind of thing. How does that make you feel when coach is showing that kind of confidence in you?
Just proud, I'm glad that he has the confidence to put the ball in our hands on that third down in a critical drive in that game. So we just want to build on that and make sure we put the confidence in each and every week to have the ball in our hands on third downs and big moments in the game.
How would you kind of characterize your relationship with Storm off the field?
Great. He's a great guy. I told somebody else, like, it's kind of hard to be mad at him or get upset with him just because he has that smile or that personality he has. So, he's a great guy on and off the field. And whenever I need something, he's there. If he needs something, I'm there just with answers or questions. And it's good to have somebody like that you can lean on in this college atmosphere and in this offense and this team.
Throughout your career, obviously you've kind of been battling with Storm for reps. Mm-hmm. How has he been just as someone to compete with? Has he been a friendly competitor? Has it been how would you?
No, we know what it is. Of course, we both want to play, but we know we're both good running backs. And whoever's in the game is going to produce, and whatever's best for the team is going to win us the game. That's what we want to do, and we help each other. It's not like there's love lost when we see each other. We want to help each other. If he isn't running, and if I tell him something he did wrong, I'm gonna tell him. He's gonna learn from it, and vice versa. After he comes off the field, I'm always asking what he's seeing, and he's asking me what I'm seeing and what holes to hit. And it's a healthy relationship between us and a healthy competition, and we just want to keep producing so the team can lean on us.